Well, hello. Welcome back to the Monday Motivation Podcast by me, your hostess, Sandi Ballard. I am the coach, motivator, taskmaster, and helper of helping people. I didn't practice this. The helper of people finding their badassness. How's that? I am glad you're back and listening, and really appreciate all of you sharing the podcast. It's really amazing to see and hear from people who are listening from all over the world. So totally appreciate you guys. And Spotify, man, I'm up to 8,580 downloads total. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, that's total, not for 1 week, but So just appreciate that, and connect with me on Twitter. Don't forget about that, SLBallard13. I know I should probably change that, but it's been that way forever. And the Instagram, Taskmaster Sandi with an I. And again, thank you for all of you, for all you badasses, whether you realize it or not. And if you doubt that you have even an ounce of badassness, email me sballard@growingforward.biz, because that's what I do. So last week, yes, did you draw the line? Did you listen to last week's podcast, number 107? If not, you might want to do that and then come back here. But so for those of you who did and you drew the line, what did you let go of? Was it a bad decision? A bad decision, a decision that you thought was bad or unsure about. Maybe it was an attitude. Whatever it was, it's just that was. And that's where it needs to be. It's now time to move forward. Yes, I keep saying that. It's late April. It's time to stop thinking and do. And by now, unless you live somewhere where the weather is pretty even keel, it's been here in Indy, it's been like a bipolar crazy bitch going through menopause. And it's driving everyone a little batshit crazy. And I hear other states. I have some friends up in the Catskills and out, even in my daughter in California, it's been like cold and rainy and then 80. But, a little more manageable than, 9 inches of snow and then, 70. So, the weather, it's volatile. It's long, cold winters are great for some businesses and hinder others, right? It sort of balances out. But do you or can you plan for it? Sometimes the plan goes out the window because of it, right? And, maybe the weather doesn't affect your business at all, but it does have an effect on your life, doesn't it? Or, your mood. And if you see how all that works, again, I like to work the plan backwards, work it backwards. Your mood affects your life. Your life can wreak havoc on a plan, which in turn affects your business. And, I'd like to just blame the crazy ass weather for driving us all batshit crazy and for affecting our business, good or bad, right? And if you know me, I'm not fond of blaming other things, people, especially when you can accept fault, right? Whether or when you could have probably should have done something differently, modified the plan, modified your behavior in spite of what was happening, what was throwing your mood off, your focus, your energy. The thing is we've got to learn to own up to our mistakes. Some of you, or most of you, are probably like, oh, I do. But you got to own your mistakes and stop blaming. We all do it, okay? So last week, again, it was about drawing the line to help you leave the past behind you. And that's where the blame can stay as well, okay? If you're going to try new things, you're going to screw up. So own it, just own it. And it's really about how those things, and when you're owning it, you're looking into really what's going on and what's happening, why it's happening. You know, okay, the weather did or didn't affect your business, or it affected your mood, which affected your business. So what can you do about that? How could you react differently? Try something differently and modify something so it can work out, and you just own it. I mean, that maybe it sounds a little wonky, but it really is. I've just noticed a lot of people, and like I said, even I've been like, oh, the damn weather, I can't do this or that. Okay, well, what can I do instead? So think about it. Think about a time when you blamed someone or something. Have you ever come clean? I did in book number 1, From There to Here. Did you know, if you're a new listener, did you know I have books? 2 of them. They're on Amazon. Check them out. But in my first book, I owned up to the fact that I was a kid, okay? I was a kid. And I attempted to jump off and, I was going to be cool and jump off this hay wagon. We were on a hayride. And I bit it hard. And for some reason, the first thing out of my mouth was I blamed my neighbor, the little boy. I'm like, what? That ate me up forever. I never came clean into that book. So, it's like so stupid. It's like, why didn't I just say, I tried to do this and I fell? I mean, who was going to get mad? My dad was probably just going to call me a dumbass. So the next time you make a mistake, own it. And if you start to catch yourself blaming the crazy ass weather, the timing, the whatever, the person, remember, those are just excuses. And this podcast is no more excuses. So that's what I want you to think about. And this week, I'm offering a free 30-minute coaching call to the first 10 people who either follow me on Instagram or Twitter or both. So, new followers, all right? Have a great week. Stop blaming, start doing. Cheers.